Hello, guys. Good evening. Welcome to Beyond Boundary Lines with Hari Shankar, episode 8. Wow, sounds very interesting, yeah? This time, it is going to be a famous personality from the city of fast-paced city, of a sport which is equally fast. Hockey. Okay. Former Indian hockey player Yuvraj Valmiki. So Yuvraj Valmiki, he's a terrific player. He's a superb, all-rounder when he plays. Plays with a charisma. Comes out to be a very 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 nice guy. Let me see if I can add him. Then we can start our interaction. UV. Before that, I want to thank each and every one who have been supporting me in doing this show. So far it has been very very successful, and hope you guys keep on supporting me, and it goes on. Hi bro, thank you bro, thank you for joining. Okay. Okay, till then, to just to brief about Yuvraj Valmiki. He comes from Mumbai. He's a very very nice guy, with lot of qualities in him. Not just the sport, throughout his life, he has been an inspirational character to everyone. Let's see what is that inspirational thing, and you guys will get to know about him a lot. UV bro, once you are in, please let me know. Hi Manoj. Hi Venkina, thanks for joining. In another 2-3 minutes, our special guest, Yuvraj Valmiki, will be joining us. Yeah, UV is there.
What's up?
What's up, brother?
All good. You tell me, how are you?
All good, all good. How is the quarantine doing?
It's good, man. Enjoying. It's fun.
Okay, being in Maharashtra and you're saying quarantine is fun.
It's fun, man. It's like at least we are getting time to spend, with family, and also it's fun. That's the only thing that it's been so many years we've been into this game, and then it's very hard at times. We had to sacrifice a lot of times that staying away from family. So this is the best time. I guess in my entire career, सबसे ज़्यादा time मैं घर पे रहा हूँ बॉम्बे में. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, number 9 jersey number. What it means to you, UV?
It means my idol, my mentor. It's all started because seeing Dhanraj Pillai.
Okay.
That was the only reason, I started wearing it, because I used to see him when I was growing up, seeing him play, and always, obviously Indian hockey में जब भी उनका नाम लिया जाता तो हमेशा से एक Dhanraj, hockey is equal to like Dhanraj Pillai,
Correct.
And I was very, I always had a dream, कि एक बार अन्ना के साथ खेलना है, because जैसे in cricket you have Sachin Tendulkar, in hockey we have Dhanraj Pillai. So it was always a dream, to play or have at least coach, कि हमारा वो coach भी रहे, so it would be like a best thing. Then obviously, it all started in 2007 when I got, picked up for Air India, and obviously, and that time, Dhanraj Pillai, he used to play as well, and also as the same time, coaching as well. So I think वो उनको देख के ही मैंने सोचा था कि whenever I will, play for Team India, I will definitely wear number 9. So yeah, from that time it started, and so now everywhere you can see number 9.
Actually, I was about to call you for the ninth episode to make it more
Oh,
special, but it happened today. But still, nine is always a special number to me as well.
very, very special. Yeah.
Yeah, and the kind of love and affection people have in you, which shows always in your Insta page. People still remember you. They haven't forgotten you. When are you going to give a comeback?
See, honestly, as a sports person, even if you turn 60 years old, the hunger of playing for India will never die. But at times, sometimes it's like, impossible, and sometimes things are not working the way you want to. But then, yeah, I mean, it's always, a time you can always, it's always a ray of hope. I always, I still, whenever I practice, thinking in a mind, back of my mind that, you know, शायद, once एक बार मौका मिले वापस. But then, yeah, even if I don't, I will at least, to the time if I stop playing, at least I will never have that regret that I had the time to work hard and I didn't. So I think it's all भगवान की इच्छा है. If अगर होगा तो अच्छी बात है. अगर नहीं होगा तो then I'm still, happy. At least I'm continuing the hard work and playing
Same.
abroad.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the biggest point in your career. What I see. A lot of people, they haven't chosen this hockey as a professional sport, right? Because they have multiple other things to do in their life. But you have chosen one sport and you have dedicated your life to this. So
Yeah.
what hockey means to you in your personal life? I know it means a lot, but
Yeah.
on a higher range, I'm asking, what
I
kind of.
think the most important thing in for me, hockey. When you talk about hockey, it's hockey is like a bread butter.
Okay.
If hockey is there, I think because of hockey, I get food. My life has been changed. I mean, everyone knows I had a very tough upbringing and
Yeah.
difficult times. But then, yeah, whatever I am today, little name, fame, money, or followers or fans, it's all because of hockey. So I think hockey means everything to me, and and it's not that just because hockey has given me. And I also try and I feel now I've reached a stage where I feel and I have the power of doing, giving back to the society or giving back to the game. So I keep, making sure that whenever, for example, if I play in abroad leagues and whenever I get a chance, so I always make sure that whenever I come to Bombay, I train all the, the young lords. I always feel that, you should, I never say coaching. I always say that I'm sharing my experience because I feel at the age of, 12 or 13 years, if they get to learn the top hockey basic drills, I think that
Yeah.
would benefit them in a lot of ways. So I think I keep giving back to the game in whatever possible way I can. And also, as I said, hockey is like a bread butter. अगर hockey है तो घर में चूल्हा जल रहा है. So I think, yeah.
No, I mean that sums up, actually gives a great picture, saying that no doubt you are a poster boy of hockey. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
if you say so.
no, definitely, you are a poster boy of hockey, and I wish lot of success to you. You know,
Thank
uh, that's always there. That is takeaway. How we spent the time in
I guess
Olympic days.
probably all these years of hard work, the passion, the dedication, determined to achieve something. I think all has been paying off. So that's what I always say to all the youngsters. More than the destination, enjoy the journey, and don't ever think that you're going to reach. Because if you're actually honest to your work, if you're very true, and if you're and at the end, what I feel, happiness. If you're happy doing whatever you want, whether it's cricket, hockey, football, engineering, at the end, if you're happy doing it, do it. One day or the other, you will get an opportunity in your life but that is I feel that what the youngster lacks at times. I feel they don't know when to grab the opportunity, and if you grab it, I mean, of course, you will be a successful a player or a person.
I mean, see, like you said, but I have a lot of doubts coming up when when one single point comes. You are from Mumbai,
Yeah.
and Mumbai is the sport for cricket. Okay,
Yeah.
how did you choose hockey as your career?
I mean, it's a very ironic story. So it's in the year 1999. Me and my classmate Boon D'Souza, we both were like best friends, and he was a monitor of the class. And
Okay.
during this, rehearsal, we had this annual day, and we
Okay.
both were performing on a dance. So there was this dance, a very famous song that time. I'm a Barbie girl in my Barbie world. So I was performing on that song, me and my friend Boon D'Souza. And one day, one fine day, we were doing a rehearsal, and next morning he comes up with a there was this paper in Bombay that time, a free press journal. So he had a very small passport size picture in the newspaper where he scored like 1 or 2 goals. And he comes up to in the classroom and he said, "Yuvi, my picture is in the picture is in the newspaper." So all I wanted to, the only reason I wanted to play hockey was to see my picture in the newspaper, and that's how it started. Initially, honestly, when you were like we all were in school, we always loved bunking classes. So I always had to get rid of like science class, history class. I said I don't want to do it because it's tough. So that's the reason I chose playing hockey or any sport for that matter. So when I started with that, पहले 1-2 साल तो मैंने सोचा यार classes bunk करने मिलेंगे. Let's do this way. उसके बाद में I feel slowly, gradually, hockey became a passion, and today, as I said, hockey is like a bread butter.
That's great, yeah. Very. I mean, I have a lot of inspiring story about you to share. You know, it is not just how you started. It is how you became a poster boy of Indian hockey. That was like more inspirational thing for anyone in that sport. Nobody in that particular stage didn't have a thought कि Indian hockey players को इतना recognition मिलेगा. But you started that, right? How does it feel for you? When
I always
after
had
that
this.
after that China tournament when you came,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
can just narrate that incident.
What happened, honestly, from the time when I started playing hockey, as everyone knows that I had a very tough, upbringing or tough times, a lot of hurdles, with a lot of up and downs. At times we couldn't even afford a meal. And the only thing, it made me so strong in my, head that I wanted to break the barrier of being poor. So I really wanted to change that. That was the only thing in my life. I always thought, whenever I step on the field, I said I want to do something, for our country or for the state, for Mumbai, something that that might change the the legacy of being poor from my grandfather to my father. And I think I took it as a responsibility, not as a burden, and I wanted to change that. So you were there, right, in 2011, Asian Champions Trophy in China, when I raised my hand to take out, told Michael Mobb that I want to take the shootout. I only have this thing that I will score. I want to see that India win this tournament. And at least once I'm back to my country, I will get a good reception. I will be felicitated, but never thought that it will be so big. So, and when you talk about being the poster boy, I always felt, in all my interviews, I always say this: wherever I go, whether it's a TV show, whether it's an advertisement, whether it's collaboration or anything for that matter, the only thing I always tell them, I'm not here to represent Yuvraj. I'm here to represent Indian hockey, because I know for a fact that wherever I will go, hockey will be like, they will call me like, "Are hockey player Yuvraj Valmiki." They won't call me Yuvraj Valmiki. They will be related. Wherever I am, it's related to hockey. So in that way, I think जो trend और जो mindset लोगों का होने लग गया कि then the articles were in the newspapers, it relates to my name, that Yuvraj means prince, so the prince of Indian hockey, the poster boy. So yeah, I mean, it feels good. And at the same time, I feel there are still a lot of youngsters out there. They need to come out publicly, and rather than being shy nature, just be upfront. Because what as per my experience, I feel now, until and unless you don't go and grab hold of people and say that I'm so and so, I'm a hockey player, I play for country, I play for Team India, people won't recognize you. And the best platform is social media platform. Make
True.
the right use of it, because I feel that's the only medium you can reach out to a lot of people. And that's what you can see, the amount of followers, the engagement, or the traffic when I have when I post any pictures, or when I go live or anything for that matter. I feel good, in a way that I am at least gaining a lot of audience. And at the same time, wherever I am, my name is being portrayed, the hockey is related to it. So I feel good.
I mean, no doubt, Yuvi, that's you started this activity since 2012. I know that.
Yeah.
I was thick and thin with you, and moving on with you of how you carry yourself. That is
Yeah.
like very important. Right point which you actually noted. Mentioned here. So why is that? Why is that? What's the reason you see? Only hockey players they don't get recognized. Is it because of their background, or is it because of their educational? What it means to it?
I think it's a mixture of everything, which I feel there are a lot of things we can actually change. When you talk about the administration part, we need to market the game very well, which I feel we are getting there now, 100%. Because if you see the results of Indian hockey for the past 5 years,
Yeah.
they are doing exceptionally well.
Yeah.
At times when you also remember when we used to play against, like Team India used to play against Australia, when we knew at back of our mind that we might not win, but now the mentality has been changed.
Changed.
So
Yeah.
and moreover I feel India is such a country where if only if you win, you're recognized. So I feel the
Right.
more Team India
Correct.
wins, the more recognition we will get. At the same
Correct.
time, we need to have more of Hockey India League as a platform to reach out to the audience, because
Correct.
Hockey India League not only professionally wise help the players, but I know a lot of junior players who used to stay in such a bad condition, but now they have their own house. So in a way, Hockey India League got money. At the same time, professionally, the game grew in India. At the same time, the youngsters had a very good chance to display their skills and get selected. Like the biggest example is Mandeep Singh. He
Yeah.
was so outstanding in Hockey India League that he got selected in the Indian team. The amount of goals he scored. At the same time, when you talk about, as a player, I feel we need to get educated, because I feel education has to be the most integral part of everyone's life. Not only your hockey career, but until your last breath, you will actually, this English is the only language which I feel which connects the globe. And you need to know this. And that is one of the biggest reason at times I feel with Indian players and the foreign coaches, the communication gap between a player and a coach is big. And even if you have the best translator in India, he cannot translate, or that vibes you get, the way he wants to say, the coach, it doesn't reach out to the player. So I think
Correct.
the communication gap has to close down. We need to get educated. We need to make sure that all the hockey players are educated. At the same time, once you are educated, you become, I feel, much more smarter in your brain, with your
Correct.
decisions, with your the way you go out. And also at the same time, I feel, make right use of the social media, make right use of engaging the audience. You need to come out, you need to, because there are you know for a fact, you were there with the Indian 7 years. There are a lot of players who didn't even speak a single word for the entire tour, but it's because of the shy nature. They need to open up. They need to close the communication gap. They need to actually come out and speak. That's what I always tell to all the youngsters back in Bombay. You should do live session, interact with your people, interact with your fans, talk to the people who don't even know you, but tell them, I'm so and so. This is how the game will grow, and you yourself will grow in such a way that people, whenever there is something about hockey, people will know your name. So I think that's very important. Hockey players need to really come out and talk in public.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, very good thought. I never thought that
Hmm.
in this perspective, you have a very good thought process again. Around it. Okay, so you spoke about your upbringing, right? You would have faced a lot of tough situations,
Yeah.
before a match or before a tournament, big tournament. How do
Yeah.
you deal your mental stress?
I think I have become so strong, as I said, the times when we were living, we didn't even had a door for 40 years. We were staying in a house which was 10 by 10 square feet. So, I think I became so strong seeing the family and seeing myself growing, that all the small things didn't affect me. And when you talk about the game, I always feel now when I look back and when I think about all the, good things, I always felt, I'm blessed to have good surrounding. I think that is the most important part. And moreover, when you play in a team sport, team game, when it's a team sport, and all the 18 players, including the coaching staff, managers, video analysts, everything. I feel a bunch of 25 people should have the same mentality to find a result or to get a good result in the tournament. If players only think to reach semi-final, if four players only think for participation, and other four will think only about winning, they will never win. Which I feel now, looking back, I feel all the 25, member of the team has to go in the same direction and think in the same direction, because it will help the team grow. So I feel, before any matches, I still remember the first match when I was playing, for India, the debut match. I was actually shivering, but I had the senior players like Ignace Tirki. They were backing me up. Rajpal Singh, for example, Danish was there. Sarwanjit, they said, don't worry, you just play a natural game. So, you should have the right support as well. So I think then things become much more.
I think Tushar Bhai is online. Okay, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Tushar Bhai said hi and he went off, or he's there. He should be
Oh,
here.
right.
Okay, so Tushar Bhai should be a right example for you, right?
Yeah.
The thing which you mentioned, the kind of the background, now he's a coach.
Yeah.
He used to be the translator from from a foreign language to an Indian language.
Yeah.
Those kind of activities, if we start initiating, like you said, there should be some educational sessions for hockey players. There should be some social media sessions for hockey players. I'm sure now people are doing it. That's why if you see there, the
No,
difference
that's
is
what,
there.
see, that's one of the biggest reason he survived for 14 years, playing for country. So,
Correct.
it itself is an answer, you get to
Correct.
know. So, like, because when I see Tushar Bhai played 14 years for country, and I was, extremely blessed that I got a chance to play along. We shared the same dressing room. And I still remember Champions Trophy when we were the room partners back in Patiala. The amount of support, I was his room partner, the amount of support, the thought process, it's much more different. And see, it's the same thing as I said earlier. Once every player, the ex-players start giving back to the game will eventually grow. That is 100%.
Yeah.
So after that he got he stopped playing for the country. Then he got into the coaching part, as an assistant coach, and then supporting because a player can only understand a player.
Correct.
It's very, and an Indian will only understand Indian in that way. So I think that's very important. That's what I always tell all the former players have to come. It's not necessary to do it for the country. You can do it back in your state team. Share your experience.
Yeah.
Go to the ground. Make the youngsters know what is this, what is that. They need to talk to them about the pressure of how to handle the pressure in difficult situation. And it's not only about hockey game. It's about your back at home. You have many honestly hockey players 80% 90% सब गरीब घर से आते हैं. तो वो पूरा सब कुछ दिमाग में चलता है. It's very difficult. So वो सब सोचना how to deal with it. So I think ये team game ही सिखाता है और एक sports ही सिखाता है. So I feel every hockey player, they have to come forward and not only help the country but also your state, anything possible. जितना हॉकी ने दिया वापस देने का अगर सबने अगर कोशिश किया, I think we will be a sporting nation, and we can actually in couple of years we can see India getting medal at the highest tournament, whether it's World Cup.
True, absolutely true. And this gets me to the next question. Everyone says about the grassroots level sport, right?
Yeah.
So, like you said, our former players, they need to step into their own cities or their own state. They should initiate those kind of process.
Exactly.
So, do you have any thought about it?
See,
how to do it?
I feel youth are the future of our country. And you actually see, we need to concentrate a lot more on grassroots. Luckily we have Khelo India started, and now you can see we are having such great products coming, such great talent. But at the same time, I feel the biggest drawback is we never look back in the school. We will start hockey at the age of 6 or 7.
Correct.
I've been telling this for a long time. I even discussed this with our own sports minister, that makes sports the compulsory language in school. He or she has to compulsory take up a sport, whether it's hockey, in short, outdoor sport.
Yeah, it will be an elective kind of.
Even
something like elective.
Yeah, even he or she doesn't go and represent country, but the rest of their life they will live a very healthy life, disciplined life. In this lockdown, you see, people are getting into fitness. If you have a good immune system, you will survive. So it's in very short. So now people are getting aware about, fitness has to be a very important part. So that's what I feel. Make sports the compulsory language, a compulsory subject. Everyone has to at least play an outdoor sport, which is for 1 hour, 1 day. That's it. Out of 24 hours, just make sure that 1 hour you spend on your
Yeah.
body, play
Yeah.
hockey or any game for that matter. Then you see, because we should have more of school tournaments rather than college tournament. We should start from the scrap. And then if you see, then the graph will be inter-school, then college, inter-college, universities, then junior Indian camp, senior Indian camp. That's how the process should be.
Correct. I mean, like you said, see, outdoor sport.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks when you talk about fitness, everyone thinks that they want to go to gym and they want to spend time there, and so that obviously they'll get fit.
Yeah.
But will their immune system will get better is a question,
Yeah.
right? But what do you prefer, a gym activity or an outdoor activity?
Outdoor activity.
Okay. So if you are given a chance, obviously you will try to go and run or do something to
Yeah.
make it more interesting. What kind of fitness routines you
I
think?
think it's very important, when people talk about losing fat, what people do, they go and hit the gym, but it's not that way, which I feel
Correct.
running is the most important thing. If you start running, do an high intensity workout. If it's not lasting for like 30 minutes or 40, there are so many workouts on YouTube. If you see, in 15 minutes, you're like dead. So you should, I think, rather than having quantity, I think more concentrate on the quality. So it's very important. Do an outdoor activity, and like it's a very simple saying. I will say that in gym people can lift 80 kgs, for example, but वो अपना खुद का weight handle नहीं कर पाएंगे. So so it's very difficult. Once you start, doing outdoor activities, I feel it will actually, when you talk about losing weight or losing fat, eventually if you start playing outdoor, obviously, gym, I feel it's for strengthening, and if you do outdoor, it will actually build your immune system, so you have more stamina. Because running on treadmill and running on grass is different.
100% very different. Very
Yeah.
different.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So like you said, okay. So you spoke about the fitness. We spoke about everything. Now talking about your injury planning. So I know for a fact that you got injured at the right, very very important situation in your life.
Yeah.
You know, do you sort of you miss that, right, in your career? One single thing.
Definitely, it's obviously
One moment, Louis. Let me convey it to the people. What you miss. He misses. The very 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 close to heart for any hockey player is the Olympic, representing country for Olympics. I really feel sad for you, Yuvi, that you were not part of the 2012 Olympics team. You know, so
yeah.
how did you take that into your mind? What was running through your mind?
Honestly, once any girl or a boy who picks up a sport, and once you start playing, you always have that dream of having that 5 rings. That is the only dream for any sportsman. So for me, it was when I got selected in 2010 for South Asian Games and 2011 in Asian Champions Trophy, then Champions Trophy in Melbourne. You were part of it,
Yeah.
and then obviously I knew, because I was so convinced with myself that I knew like 100% I would make it in the Olympic side, and I think I would have definitely made it. But as everyone knows that the injury happened at the wrong time, I will say, and I had like 18-centimeter hamstring tear. I think that the whole year when I was out, I myself know that the amount of time I was, sad, and I missed having it. But at the same time, I knew that, I still have a chance to, push myself and come out of that comfort zone and actually, go out there and actually be part of the Olympics. But then, again in 2016, I missed, because some reason. But then today when I look back, obviously there are some things that you your life. So I feel bad about it. But then at the same time, I feel so good that my younger brother Devinder could go and represent
Yeah.
India. And I always say this, that my brothers had lived actually one of my dreams of Olympics.
Very nice. I know. Obviously, I saw your post after Devender, was selected in the Olympics team, you obviously you had a you did a post called "You Fulfilled My Dream." I can't
Yeah.
forget that post. Obviously, I sort of started losing my entire emotion towards it. It
Yeah.
is obviously it is very emotional. Yeah, Tushar Bhai is there. He says your live videos are all an inspiration for me. See,
If Tushar Bhai says no, then it's sorted. Then I am like sorted for life.
so yeah, first message after I come into lives, Tushar Bhai says Kolaveri D.
Collaborating.
Okay. Okay, we have a fond memory. Obviously, we will bring it that Tushar Bhai when we get
Tushar
into
Bhai
live
very
session.
Tushar Bhai is very much busy in Bombay.
Acha, chalo. I mean, moving on to the next one, it will make my day. Okay. Definitely, Tushar bhai, 100%. We will definitely do that. We will plan our live session and तब हम बोलेंगे इंडिया को why आप मुझे कोलावेरी बुलाते हैं, ठीक है ना?
हाँ. Yeah, you should get
अच्छा,
Tushar Bhai also 100%.
Chalo. Bro, okay. So the next thing is, you obviously said about the dream and dream didn't come true, but obviously your brother came and fulfilled your dream.
Yeah.
Since childhood, you travel together, right? So how often you guys interact about the game and what you convey to him?
I always tell him whatever mistake I did in my life, which I know what I have, made up. I think I never say that, I have been out of this person or that person. I feel 50%, which I feel was my mistake, and I openly say this. So, and because now, and that's what I said, now when I look back, I feel any person can be a successful person, but I feel anyone can be a successful person, but I feel the biggest champion will, when you say talk about the champion word, I feel success with right guidance make you a champion. I think I got success, but there was no guidance. So I think that was the biggest drawback of my career. I feel that's why, if you see, last week I edited on my Twitter handle, Instagram, everywhere on my bio. I said I feel I'm the most successful failure.
Oh,
So
it's like
it,
this the quote. It's like the quote for 2020. The most negative thing in 2020 is being positive.
yeah, that's what I always say. That I always tell this that I'm the most successful failure, and this is what whatever mistake I made in my life because there was no one to guide me, which I feel back. It gets me emotional and I feel sad because I felt I had much more of hockey inside. I would have actually given back to the uh, to the uh, to the country. I had so मतलब मुझे ऐसा कि मेरे स्टिक में बहुत गोल था इंडिया को मारने के लिए बट मतलब आई थिंक कभी मौका तो very difficult but then yes I always make sure that whatever step Devendra is taking when he wants to ask me because now I feel वो भी बड़ा हो गया है now he understands his own thing but then still I tell him that whenever he comes with an doubt and tell me कि ये क्या करना है क्या नहीं so I always make sure that जो मैंने गलती नहीं किया था मैं उसको वो गलत रास्ते पर नहीं जाना so I think yeah.
I'm sure he's going to learn from you, Yuvi.
Yeah,
And he's going to be successful. Obviously, he is going to bring the medal to you and give it to you.
hopefully.
Yeah, he will.
And even if he doesn't, I feel I will be the most proudest athlete in the world when India gets a medal in the Olympics or World Cup. I think more than the players. I'm sure the players would be much more happier than me, but I feel I will celebrate more them. More than them. I am a proud hockey player.
मैं तो आऊंगा यूवी तब पार्टी में, है ना?
हाँ.
मिलेंगे.
100%.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing, on a entertainment segment,
Okay.
you have always been in Bollywood, circle.
Yeah.
Okay. How is that even possible? I mean, the reason why I'm asking is,
Okay.
possible. The kind of possible, the possibility question comes because, you are a silent guy,
Okay.
isn't it?
No.
No. Okay. I wanted that answer from you. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I don't lie. I'm very open about it. I'm not silent.
Okay. So
Silent, when I'm silent, you should understand that I'm ignoring someone because the answer. But when I'm talkative, I'm talking like very openly.
correct. Somebody has written UB.
Yeah, that even she's an actress, a very famous actress, Tanisha Singh.
Oh, okay, Tanisha Singh. Okay, great. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So, the next thing is going to be, Bollywood. You have a lot of friends. You have a lot of connect in Bollywood industry, and you have been with Khatre Ko Khiladi. That show you've been.
Yeah.
Okay, now, when is that your screening of first movie going to be?
My movie.
Yeah, you are a hero.
You mean the biopic or my movie itself? Or me be the hero?
I mean, you are a hero, which means you are going
Okay.
to act. So when is the first movie I'm going to see?
Wherever I'll get a chance, I will definitely do it without
Okay.
any second thought. Because
Okay.
that's what I said. If given an opportunity, I would love to do it. If
See,
if other sports people can get into this, why can't a hockey player do it?
100%. See, that's the point which I wanted to make.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, you were the first person to do from Indian hockey side. You were the
Yeah.
first person to do the ramp walk,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
which again sends a strong message to people that it is not about what you play and what you achieve. It is about how you carry yourself. How do
Exactly.
you see that aspect?
I feel every sports person has to understand one thing at one point, whether 30, 35, 40, you will stop playing. Your body will give up. You have to give up on your game.
Yeah.
But what's after that? That's my answer to everyone. What's after that? And for me, it's अपना नाम उसके बाद भी चलना चाहिए. तो इसके लिए ऐसा कुछ करते रहो that you are always there in the keep doing something or the other that you are related. You're still with hockey, but you're doing something else that you're still in the news. So I always make sure that, as I said, in Khatro Ke Khiladi, I was the first player to do it. I got a chance to be part of Khatro Ke Khiladi. Then I did with Eros, Arjun Rampal, Ran Vijay, all these actors. So I have a good connection with the people. And of course, if given a chance, at least people would actually put me as an optional hockey player as well, and as an Hollywood freak as well.
Nice, yeah, very nice. I mean, see, a lot of people they see inspirational in different perspective, right?
Yeah.
For me, these small things are inspirational things for all the hockey players. It's not about who are going to take up the sport. It is about who have taken the sport as a their own blood.
Yeah.
For them, these things are like very very important.
Yeah.
These things also matter a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So the next thing, we have spoken about mental aspect. We have spoken about fitness. The last one aspect. Obviously, we spoke about the Bollywood part, but the last one important thing which I wanted to always ask about this, who do you see as an icon of the sport?
Icon of the sport.
Yeah.
I think there are many. I will be disrespecting them if I take one individual name. There are many, and I feel whoever goes and represent our country, I think he or she is itself a hero. So that's the biggest thing. Anyone for that matter, and any game for that matter. If you go and represent your country wearing that tricolor, and when you win a championship, when the other country flag down and the Indian flag, fly higher, I think everyone is a hero. So whoever goes and represent country is a hero. So there are.
So what did we? Okay, I know for the fact that you're part of India versus Pakistan a lot of times.
Yeah.
Okay. Before India was Pakistan, what is the kind of mindset you go with? Obviously, there will be some emotional thing.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
So will the emotional quotient play first, or will your sports person's mind play first?
I think let's be practical about this. even if you plan your strategy or anything for that matter against Pakistan, especially India-Pakistan game is always a mental game. You will, once you're on the ground, you will forget the tactics, the planning. It is only जिसके पास ज़्यादा जोश है and who plays well, that country wins. And of course, respecting the opponent, not degrading them. But then, of course, India has always been upper hand, and we have done actually well. And when you talk about me personally, whenever I wore that India jersey, leaving the hotel room, whenever I wore the Indian jersey, standing in front of the mirror, I always said one thing, the name in front matters the most than the name on the back. So the country comes first and proud. So I think I always played whatever 90 games I played for India. It was only for the country.
Superb. And you are always been a cheeky player. Doing
Yeah.
that last smudgy touch to go inside the net. All
Yeah.
these things. So when you do that last touch, what is running in your mind?
No, it's all about my hard work, and I don't believe in luck. I feel very 5% maybe luck plays a huge role, but then it's all your hard work and your practice. The hours I've put in, when I was growing up from 1999 to 2009 when I was in the junior, the entire 10 years, I still remember, whenever, there are the groundsman, if you see in hockey ground, BH, if you go ask anyone, there, they will be like, I used to hit 500 balls per day from right side. If I want to shoot on the upper, on the roof, I used to practice there. So I did for 10 years, and I always feel it's only the hard work it's all the byproduct of all these years, which have actually shows result in the circle when. And of course, it feels good. As a striker, I always love scoring goals. And touch wood, whatever time I played for India, every tournament I have scored like three goals. Apart only I think in the World Cup I didn't score. I think, but in rest of the tournaments, I always scored like 2 goals, 3 goals in every tournament. So I feel that's one of my best strength, and I feel obviously when you score a goal, you're happy that your name has been appeared there. But what's more important that the India winning it. That's more important.
Okay. So when you don't play hockey, what is that you do?
Sleep.
Very simple, straightforward answer. Okay.
And that's only like recovering. But no, I mean, now I started watching a lot of motivational videos, and and I mean during this lockdown, first month was only Netflix. But then and after and only on my phone. But then every night before going to bed, when I used to see the screen time, I felt very guilty about it, that I am like half of the time on the phone. So I've got rid of that. So now I'm like working out every day, and morning going cycling for 1 hour. So I'm just investing a lot of time in me. And then of course, if it's not hockey, I spend time with my family, my friends. Talk about hockey, in what way I can contribute to the game now, and it can. So now, and also at the same time, I've been taking care of 140 kids in Nasik in Sangam. So I've like you can say that I've adopted the whole village in Sangam Nagar. So me and my brother take care of 340 kids. Out of that, 41 other girls. 41. There are girls as well. And also in Bombay, I make sure that I just support the youngsters. So I think
Wow.
that's what, I'm just keeping myself busy.
Wow. Superb. And I'm able to see a lot of trophies behind you.
Yeah.
Which one is your favorite one?
The favorite one is yet to come, I feel.
Okay.
Though my house will look like a museum, but then I think I have much more hockey left in me before I hang up my boots. So I feel there is a lot more coming in the future.
Very nice. Okay, so I have to apologize here. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry to bring in a wrong, intro about Yuvi, saying that former Indian hockey player. He is an aspiring Indian hockey player.
Is
what I want to.
You said that I'm a former player.
Sorry, Yuvi. I'm really sorry about that.
Hey, no, it's okay.
No. Now I'm rephrasing that former Indian hockey player to an aspiring Indian hockey player.
Yeah, I told you. I still have a lot more hockey left in me. And of course, the day I will hang up my stick, it will be all over that I'm going to retire from the game. But then I feel still a long time. I feel I have lot more to score in domestic hockey or abroad leagues. So yeah, I mean I think 5 years, more good 5 years, I will still play.
Good, very nice, very nice. UV. No, UV.
I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep grinding, and till I feel that and of course I will never push. Push as in if I know that अभी नहीं हो रहा है तो भी करूँगा वैसे नहीं करूँगा. I will go and leave this game with full respect कि जब तक होगा अच्छा खेलूंगा. उसके बाद में I will get into a different zone of actually taking care, and I have a plan to start up my own hockey academy where I want to actually take care of the underprivileged children in Mumbai and make sure that they pick up this game, and some way or the other, even if like out of 100 kids, even if one or two guys go and represent our country, I think that would be the biggest achievement I will ever have. So I think yeah, I'm looking out to help the grassroots level in Bombay.
डेफिनेटली इट विल हैपन. पिक्चर अभी बाकी है दोस्त. इसका
Picture
बायोपिक
बाकी.
का, हाँ इसका बायोपिक का अभी क्लाइमैक्स अभी नहीं हुआ है. क्लाइमैक्स के लिए तो वो वापस आना है, हॉकी खेलना है. बहुत सारा
बिल्कुल.
पिक्चर है.
बहुत होगा अभी. हाँ.
हाँ. Good, good, UV. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for joining. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
From my bottom of heart, I really, really
I
thank
just
you
want
for.
to thank all the people, for all the viewers who are out there. Thank you so very much for joining in. And also,
Yeah.
I could see a lot of comments. Shweta Iyer, very inspiring. Thank you. Thank you so
Shweta
very
Iyer
much.
is my sister.
Oh, hello, hello. Namaste.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So he started. She's a big fan of hockey.
Oh, super.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very
Fine.
much. It was a lovely talking to you after a long time.
Very long time.
Yeah.
Hopefully we meet up very soon after this all pandemic resolves.
Exactly. Yeah.
We pray to the God that Almighty that this
This will pass. Don't worry. This shall
this
pass.
will, yeah. Okay. You
All right.
you keep yourself safe, brother. Okay.
Thank you.
Convey my wishes
Yes.
to Devender.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. See you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you.
Bye. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Positively, I've asked a lot of questions to UV, and UV has been very, very patient to answer all my questions. Thank you for watching my live Instagram session, Beyond Boundary Lines with Hari Shankar, episode 8. Ends here. The next episode, we'll keep you posted. Our team is working on it. We are working on this episode to be a massive one, and definitely it will not happen unless and until you guys support us, and your support is like very, very important, which you have always been showering with lot of love and affection. Thank you so much. Keep your health good and stay safe. Bye bye. See you.